before the game. Important to make a splash in hostile territory. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling it. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that...
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. You know, we are still so early, Clark, in this season, but for young teams, what's important right now? What's in front of them?
Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, to understand the effort and the attention to detail you need to bring to every performance. And then getting comfortable with each other. Getting everybody on the same page. And then defining roles. Understanding what lane you have to run in for your team as a player. I think those are critical.
Oh, my!
Wow!
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like impossible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
It's stolen. Pass to Davis. Here's Wennington. He's covered by Westbrook. And that one is hammered home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
It's George on the wing, covered by Beasley. Clock at 6. And George kicks to Westbrook. And it's the Lakers on the break. Stolen by Westbrook.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers.
Second team.
The Lakers in the lead. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
We've got Troy Brown, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Malik Beasley, and it's Wennington in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And this Lakers squad has a ton of talent, but some guys are well past their prime.
And what do you think, GA, is the next step for this Lakers team?
Coming off a championship not that long ago, young firepower is surely needed. These older guys can't carry a team like they used to.
Here's Wennington. Over George. No one on him, and he makes the easy one. Wennington's got 7 points in the game.
My goodness, have mercy. Breaking ankles like there's no tomorrow.
Westbrook kicks to Powell. It's George on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 11.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Wennington passes to Bryant. Vanderbilt, a screen on George. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom. He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Wennington, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Back to Beasley. Pass to Wennington. Shot clock at 5. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
George against Brown. It's Powell on the wing. Westbrook wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers leading by 4. Oftentimes, Clark with Jared Vanderbilt, his impact isn't reflected in the box score.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point, Kevin. He puts up solid rebounding numbers, but I think it's his defense, which is his greatest attribute. He's a lockdown defender, and he's a high-energy hustle guy who plays with a lot of edge and tenacity, and that has value on just about any team.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder.
A big-time effort for Dennis Schroeder, providing a lot of energy for the Lakers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one.
How far down the road would you guys look on the schedule over the course of the season?
Straight to the playoff, man. I was focused on the long game.
The long game? You must be talking about your golf game.
Well, you're going to start talking smack? Golf smack? Come on. You want to go there?
Taking some time now to look at our matchup. Well, everything is going right for the Lakers.
Listen, right now their offense reminds me of a big old great buffet with balance running smoothly, and they're serving a barbecue chicken and macaroni and cheese and cornbread and coleslaw and a diet soda.
And I'm sure you'll be looking for some dessert in the second half, big fella.
Ooh, some banana pudding would hit the spot right now.
Oh, you're telling me. Ooh,
I like me some good banana pudding.
Ooh, hot apple pie for me.
Yeah, I like that too. Ooh, a little peach cobbler.
Ooh, stop it.
Yeah, I like that too.
And don't forget that brownie with that ice cream and that hot fudge and that cheesecake.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Batum is out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. This is his first free throw of the game. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Here's Wennington. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And Kevin, talk about a tough finish. The defense all over him, but he still finds a way to get that off.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Oh! And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Batum finds Westbrook. The pass to George. Back to Westbrook. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
You know, even inside, Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard. Oh, man.
And he dunks it down.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
A nice shot by George. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Here's Westbrook driving to the basket. As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. Picked his pocket. Here's Wennington. He's covered by Westbrook. Hachimura, the pass to Wennington. And he dropped it.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Smart pass there by Beasley. He spots a guy with a better shot and doesn't hesitate to get him the ball.
Clippers trail by 16. Outside, George. And Davis sends it back. Now the Lakers on the break. And that one is stuffed right through.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Lakers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Russell Westbrook. That's his second personal foul.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And the Clippers call time here.
And they were in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really felt their players understood the value of a good shot, and the unselfishness was kind of contagious.
Greg, you brought up their fast break points. Their offensive system was all about tempo, never taking a break, wearing down the other team. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Highland's shot is good. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
This is it to Zubac. Here's Mann. Here's Powell. Yep, it counts. Powell's got 9.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
52 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's the drive, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Davis. Shoots over Zubac. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
.24 seconds left to play in the third. That's tipped. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Leonard, he's checked in for Robert Covington. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Pass to Highland. The three. And they recover it. Walker with the rebound. Here's Wennington. The three. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we got to get more physical down the other end, man.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Wennington, Malik Beasley out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And there's Mohamed Bamba, and it's Schroeder in at the 2 guard. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Wennington, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
You know, you think of the Lakers leading up to LeBron James joining them. This was a team that struggled for relevancy. And even during Kobe Bryant's final seasons there, they still were a little below par for the Lakers.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Good on both. Clark, as you recall, the Lakers had missed the playoffs the last few years, leading up to LeBron James actually joining them.
And you know what, Kevin? They missed it in year 1 of the King in L.A. as well. Some of that due to injury, but nonetheless, not part of the playoffs. Despite the bubble title, it's been a challenge for LeBron during his time with the Lakers. Last year, extremely frustrating. I'm sure they want this season to be different.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slant?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Lakers leading by 18. Here's Wennington. Here he goes.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Batum, screen on Schroeder. Short. And Plumlee kicks to Batum. It's tipped. And they get it back. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And Bamba pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of... Here's Man, and there's the pass to George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
Plumlee is checked in for the Clippers. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked.
Oh!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Drives to the hoop.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Plumlee, the pass to man. Inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
I don't know how he was able to execute the reverse with that stingy defense that was being played there.
Back to Vanderbilt. Here's Wennington. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wennington's got 45 points.
At this point, it's looking like it's over. Time is winding down, and this is going to be a win
for the Lakers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And asserting themselves up front here, guys. They'll be taking the front end of a 4-game season series between these two. They've got to feel good about getting the upper hand tonight against the Clippers.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hachimura is checked in. Reeves the pass to Wennington. Buries it from three-point range. Wennington's got 48.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Knocks it loose. One-on-one fast break. Again, what an avalanche.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Hachimura. Here's Wennington. He's covered by Westbrook. Driving the lane. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And George, here we go. Chalk up 2 there.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Back to Westbrook. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's Wennington. From deep. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown